Welcome back to Baseball Nation's YouTube channel.
Today we have a tier list of the 2021 MLB center fielders. Out for a lot of this season, but he's still pretty solid. I don't think he's really that good compared to all the other guys, but for the Pirates, he's not that bad. I'd put Anthony Alford in trash.
Aaron Hicks has had some solid moments in his career, but really hasn't gotten much playing time this year. Probably put him below average.
Alex Verdugo, lots of people know him. Fan threw a ball at him recently. He's pretty solid. Good defender, good bat. I'd put him in good.
Byron Buxton's the next one up. Byron Buxton is a very solid center fielder. Although he's had some injuries, but he's still one of the best center fielders in this game. I gotta put him in superstar.
Brandon Nimmo, he's been pretty good for the Mets. He's a good hitter, really not that good of a fielder. He's kind of just an average guy no one talks about because he's not bad, but he's not that good. I put him in average.
Cody Bellinger, the next center fielder. Cody Bellinger is one of the biggest known names in baseball. Cody Bellinger deserves a superstar rating.
Cedric Mullins. Everyone loves Cedric Mullins. He rakes. He's a stud. Cedric Mullins has been having an amazing season, all-star season. He'll get some MVP votes this year. Not first place, but he's probably an all-star. So I put him in all-star.
Next up, we got Christian Pache. Christian Pache was one of the top-rated prospects in the Braves organization, but he hasn't done anything on the hitting side. He's a solid defender, but I would have to put him in below average.
I believe that's Ian Desmond for the Rockies. Ian Desmond's just a no-name. He used to be good, but he's really not anymore. I'd throw Ian Desmond in the below average.
George Springer is the next center fielder up. Springer has separated himself in the last couple of years with the Astros. He is really a solid hitter and defender. He's got to deserve a superstar rating.
Harrison Bader, all he can do is field. He's got 9 homers this season. He's really not that good of a hitter. He was a pretty solid prospect. Hasn't turned out to be much this year. I'd put him in average.
In Haps, the next one we got up. He has had a pretty solid season, but he probably deserves the average rating.
Jacoby Jones of the Tigers. He had a good season in 2020, but once they moved him up from the low spot in the lineup, he suddenly forgot how to hit. He's always been injured. I'd put him in trash.
Kevin Kiermaier is one of the brightest spots for the Tampa Bay Rays. He is a very solid fielder and hitter. I would probably have to put Kevin Kiermaier in the good rating.
Kyle Lewis, your reigning Rookie of the Year. He's not having that great of a season this year, but last year he played really well. So I'm going to give Kyle Lewis average.
Lorenzo Cain has been a solid hitter in the past decade, but has fallen off pretty decently. I would probably have to put him in average.
Luis Robert is one of the bright stars of the game. He's a stud. He can hit, he can run, he can field. He's not right now yet because he hasn't gotten much playing time in the majors. He's good right now, but he has the potential to be a superstar. I'd put him in good. Sherten Apostle of the Texas Rangers, not really that good of a player at all. He plays in the Texas Rangers. They're not that good of a team, so he's an easy trash.
Michael A. Taylor has done decent with the Nationals, but on the Royals hasn't really done much. He's fallen off from an average player to a definitely below average player.
Mauricio Dubon, he's pretty good. He plays on a really good Giants team, but he's really a bottom of the lineup player for them. I'd put him in trash. Miles Straw has absolute wheels. Has been hitting pretty well. Had a really hot streak. Not that amazing in the field. I'd put him in below average.
Michael Nelson Trout. When I tell you there's no better center fielder in the MLB, I'm telling you. Michael Nelson Trout is the best player in the MLB in the last decade, and Michael Nelson deserves
Nick Senzel, pretty good. He was a good prospect. He can run, hit, field. He's pretty solid, but I put him in average. The Indians guy, he's pretty good. He really hasn't done much ever, so I'd put him in trash.
Ramon Laureano is really good at hitting and fielding. He's definitely one of the best center fielders. I would probably put him in All-Star.
Roman Quinn, he's really fast, but can't do much at the plate. He's of course good in the field with those wheels. Not that good of an arm. I'd put him in below average.
Starling Marte is one of the top center fielders in the MLB. Just got traded to the Oakland Athletics, and I definitely think he'll make an impact there. Starling Marte deserves a good rating.
Trent Grisham, he made one of the worst plays you've ever seen back for the Brewers in the playoffs. Then he was traded to the Padres. He's been quite solid ever since. I put him in good. Tim Lowe Castro, fastest player in baseball. Everyone knows that. He's got absolute wheels. Traded to the Yankees, but he can't do much in terms of hitting and isn't a superstar in the field. I'd put Timmy Lowe in below average.
And last but not least, we have Victor Robles. Victor Robles has been a very inconsistent hitter and a pretty average fielder. Victor Robles definitely has some potential, but I got him in below average right now.